Once upon a time, the toad was as ugly and small as it is today, but was known as one of the bravest and most daring creatures. A long time ago, God made a terrible drought. It had been 3 years since the last raindrop. Everywhere drought chapped the land, trees dried out and died, and animals were dying of thirst. All of the animals begged and prayed for rain every day, except a little toad. He decided to go to heaven and sue God for causing the drought to save all the living creatures. Traveling across a dry wetland, Toad met a crab. Crab asked Toad where he was going. Toad answered that he was going to heaven to sue God, and then asked Crab to go with him. At first, Crab didn't want to go. He said, "I'd rather die here than drag myself all that way just to beg at the heaven's door." However, other animals chimed in. They spoke left, they spoke right, they spoke backward and forward. All their talking annoyed Crab. Well known for his sideways nature, Crab finally volunteered to go with Toad. This Crab is funny, isn't he? "Crab, would you like to go with me to heaven to sue God?"
I think you should go.
How can you sue God? It's just a waste of time.
Oh, I just hope to survive this drought.
To go or not to go, it's my business only. Don't chime in. Toad, I'll...
A little further on, Toad met a tiger grasping for breath and an overheated bear choking on his burning throat. Toad asked them to go to heaven with him. While Tiger was hesitant to make a decision, Bear said,
Crab, who is well known for his sideways nature, was convinced to come with Toad. Why won't we follow him?
So Bear and Tiger joined Toad and Crab.
"Would you like to go with me to heaven to sue God?"
I'm the king of the jungle. How can I follow a tiny toad? Toad is small, but he is braver and smarter than us.
Then the four met a bee whose honey had dried to dust, and a sunburnt fox whose fur was singed and smoking. Bee and Fox immediately agreed to go with Toad because they couldn't stand it any longer.
"You're living in misery here. Would you like to go with us to heaven to sue God?"
I'll go with you. I want to sue God for justice too.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll die if I stay here.
Great, let's go.
Great, let's go.
Toad led his friends on and on until they finally reached the heaven's gate. Toad instructed, "Over there is a jar of water. Crab will hide himself within it. Bee will hide behind the gate when it opens. Fox must hide somewhere to my left, Bear to my right, and Tiger, please crouch behind me out of sight. You'll need to do as I say to win God." All the animals obeyed Toad. Then Toad jumped up onto the great summoning drum and struck it 3 times, each strike reverberating like thunder. Awoken by the noise, God became angry. He ordered the Thunder God to go out and see what happened. But the Thunder God, with his lightning hammer in his hand, saw no one but an ugly toad sitting on the drum. Knowing Toad's purpose, the Thunder God looked at him scornfully. He went back in and said to God, "Your Highness, there is a tiny and ugly toad out there. He says he wants to meet you and sue you."
What's happening out there?
Your Highness, an ugly, daring toad is sounding the drum out there. He wants to sue you.
God grumbled in annoyance and ordered Heaven's rooster to peck the insolent toad to death. When Heaven's rooster rushed out, Toad ground his teeth, signaling Fox. Instantly, Fox leapt out from the left and snapped her jaws down on Rooster's throat.
Who dares to mess up right here? Fox, move on. We just want to meet God and sue him for rain. Don't say we're rude if you don't let us come in.
Toad sounded the drum again. God was angry and sent Heaven's dog to attack Fox. When Heaven's dog ran out, Toad ground his teeth again. Instantly, Bear blocked Dog's path and gave him a loud slap. The hound died immediately.
I'm here. Who dares to make the heaven noisy?
Dog is coming, Bear. Knock him down.
Okay, I'm here.
Toad sounded the drum again. God ordered the Thunder God to deal with Bear. The Thunder God had lightning hammer. The damage this hammer could do was large, reaching even into the fourth realm of hell. God thought that the Thunder God could end the matter. However, when he appeared, Toad ground his teeth for the third time. Instantly, Bee flew out from the hiding place and stung the Thunder God's nose. Crying in pain, the Thunder God jumped into the jar of water to avoid being stung. But Crab was waiting there. He immediately pinched the Thunder God with his big and strong claws. The Thunder God jumped out of the jar. Instantly, Tiger leapt up and tore him in 2 parts.
The Thunder God is coming. Bee, sting him. Crab and Tiger, get ready.
Don't worry, I'm very good at stinging.
Okay, we're ready.
God was so frightened that he begged Toad for peace. God asked to receive the remains of Thunder God to cure him. Then he asked Toad his purpose of going to heaven. Toad replied, "Your Highness, we have suffered from drought without a single drop of rain for 3 years. The trees wither and the creatures die of thirst. Please make rain to save the world." God nodded and said, "Okay, go back home and I'll send rain immediately."
Drought has made all the creatures live in misery. Your Highness, please make rain to save the world.
Yes,
Your
Your
Highness,
Highness,
please make rain to
please
save
make
the
rain to
world.
save the world.
After God spoke his words, Toad looked down at the world and saw black clouds and raindrops begin to fall down. Then Toad said, "We are very thankful that you've rescued our earth from death. However, we'll return again the next time we are struck by drought." Hearing this, God quickly shook his head. He said, No, from now on, whenever you need rain, just grind your teeth and I'll order rain. You don't need to come here anymore." Toad agreed and returned home.
We'll return again the next time we are struck by drought. Your Highness, please don't let them come here again.
No. From now on, whenever you need rain, just grind your teeth and I'll order it. You don't need to come here anymore.
It's
raining.
It's
raining.
Let's go back home. It's
raining.
It's
raining.
Let's go back home.
Arriving home, Toad saw the rivers full of water and trees growing lush and healthy. All the creatures danced together to welcome home Toad and his friends. From then on, whenever a toad would grind his teeth, rain would soon follow. The toad is courageous, so Vietnamese grandparents often call him the uncle of God. They also advise us not to harm the toad because despite being ugly, it is helpful. It kills mosquitoes and insects, so it helps prevent sickness as well as protect crops. The toad is brave and useful, isn't it? Let's study hard and enhance your knowledge. Goodbye, and see you again.
Bravo, it's raining. Bravo, it's raining.